Alright. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Greetings. My name is Ahmad Sobri bin Ahmad Ismaili Yazid. So for today, I am your financial analyst from MBank Holdings Berhad, and I will explain and help you decide on which are the instrument for investment that you guys should invest in. But first, can you introduce yourself as well as how much does your capital for investment that you have? So can you start first, Mr. Koyum?
Hello, my name is Mr. Koyum. I'm be from a restaurant owner in Forkon. Uh, Now I have RM 30,000 ringgit. So maybe you can advise me what instrument I can invest.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Koyum. And then Mr. Dato Afiq, can you introduce yourself?
Okay, good morning and Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Okay, but first, my name is Dato Afiq and I am a CEO from Hang Team Industries. So my capital is around 200,000 ringgit. Firstly, I am interested to diversify my capital, but I don't know where. So in this session, I hope you can I hope I can get some information about the product that you have so I can safely invest my money. Okay, that's all from me.
Okay, thank you, both of you, for the introduction. So, actually, my team has prepared the explanation as well as the analysis for the three top products of investment from MBank, which are our regular investment product, the equity or stock, and then we have ABF Malaysian Bond Index, or we call it as ETF. And lastly, we have AM Dynamic, or we call it as Sukuk. Okay, so I have prepared a video for you guys to see and hear. So let's hear from them.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Fadil bin Sulaiman. My matric number 11821333. Okay, I want to explain about the equity of AMMB Holding Berhad. Okay, equity AMMB Holding Berhad deal mainly with the marketing, sales and distribution of equities in the primary and secondary equity and equity linked markets. Okay, for the fundamental analysis, you can see the table. Okay, based on AMB Holding Berhad financial highlight, the company achieved low stock at RM2.63 and high stock at RM3.62 in 52 weeks, which is 1 year. For the 6 month and 30 September 2021, AMB Holding Berhad interest income decreased 9% to RM2 billion. Net interest income after loan loss provision increased 23% to RM765.3 million. Net income increased 17% to RM707.6 million. Net interest income after loan loss provision reflect retail banking segment, which is increase of 13% to RM667.8 million. Okay, investment banking segment increase of 42% to RM37.5 million. Net interest margin total increase of 16% to 2.07%. Okay, at the technical analysis, Okay, you can see the candlestick chart pattern. Alright. Okay. Based on this historical candlestick chart pattern, AMMB holding price went up impressively in the beginning of the year 2021, which is start 24 February 2021. Okay, there are 4 different occasions where the price rose attractively. Okay, the best situation for investor is when investor buy on 28 February 2021, which is the open stock price 2.63 and hold for 11 months and sell at 9 January 2022, which is the open stock price is 3.62. Okay, there are 2 periods where the price pattern moves sideways, and it occur on 28 February until 22 August 2021, where the price average is 2.80, and 26 August until 2nd January 2022, where the price average is 3.20. Okay, so at the end of the day, I suggest the investor to invest during the time when the price is starting to grow up a little bit. Okay, that's all from me. Thank you.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Shaznan bin Muhammad Rozalan. My metric number is 1182800. Okay, now I will talk about the ABF Malaysia Bond Index funds, which is ETF. Okay, as we can see in the diagram shows, the first diagram shows, which is the graph. Okay, for the financial year under review, the fund registered a return of 7.32%, comprising of 2.32% capital growth and 5% income distribution. Thus, the fund returns of 7.32% has outperformed the benchmark returns of 7.29% by 0.03%, as compared with the financial year ended 31st December 2019. The net asset per unit of the fund increased by 2.22% from 1.2057 ringgit Malaysia to RM 1.2325. While units in circulation increased by 2.13% from 1,292,921,800 units to 1,320,421,800 units. The closing price quote at Bursa Malaysia of the fund increased by 2.41% from 1.205 ringgit Malaysia to 1.2340340 ringgit Malaysia. Okay, next, based on the table shows that by using moving average indicator, it shows that there is a strong sales indicator in ABF Malaysia ETF. If we can see from the chart above, the price starts to go down slightly during this year. ABF Malaysia ETF shows the pattern of the chart from 5 years before of the pattern. Price action repeats itself so frequently that it can build a nearly predictive pattern based on historical data. Okay, that's all from me. Thank you. Assalamualaikum.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name Muslim bin Abdullah, metric number 11821116. So I will continue presentation for M dynamic suku, which is fundamental and analysis review. For the class A suku, the financial year ended 31 July 2020, the fund registered a negative return of 2.30%, which is comparison of negative 4.47% capital growth and 2.70% income distribution. Thus, the fund negative return of 2.30% has underperformed the benchmark return of 0.65% by 2.95%. Next, the Class B Sukuk for the financial year and ended 31 July 2020, the fund registered a negative return of 2.28%, which was entirely capital growth in nature. Next, the fund negative return of 2.28% has underperformed the benchmark return of 0.65% by 2.90%. After that, M dynamic perform is calculated based on the net asset value per unit of the fund, the average total return of the fund, and its benchmark for a period is computed based on the absolute return for the period analyzed over 1 year. Annualized over 1 year. For 2021, the PTR increased by 0.12 times, which is 50.79%, as compared to 0.76 times in 2020, mainly due to an increase in investing activity. Thus, for 2020, the PTR increased by 0.44 times as compared to 0.32 times in 2019, only due to increase in investing activity. That's for M Dynamic Sukuk. That's all for me. Thank you.
Okay, just now we have seen all the presentations regarding the instruments. So, do you have any questions regarding the instrument, or which one does catches your guys' hearts to invest it? So I can elaborate more on that instrument. How about you, Mr. Koyum? You seem like you want to invest.
Maybe I can respond your presentation. Thank you, Mr. Fabri. I would like thank you for your presenter. And now I have knowledge about three instruments in MBank, so equity, ETF, and Sukuk. For now, I was interested for Sukuk because I get information the Sukuk in MBank have can get a strong to buy and a low risk for the investment. So maybe can save our money for smaller investor. Can you explain?
Okay, actually, that is quite good analyzation, because I just now I want to ask also. You said just now you want to invest in Sukuk. Actually, Sukuk is an investment of long term, which means the return will be long, so you have to wait more. So with your 30,000 capital, is it okay for you to invest for a long time, or do you require a great return, a great income for short time? Because as for me, because I am your financial analyst, regarding the three products, most of them are long-term investment. ABF, AM Dynamic, both of them are long-term investment, which means that they will give return from 5 to 30 years ahead. But regarding the equity, you can have a return as fast as next week or next day, because as we all know, equity is very volatile, so the price can go up and down very quickly. And from the fundamentals and technical analysis just now that my friends and my colleagues just presented, regarding the percentage of PE ratio for ABF Malaysian Index, it gives 12.06%. And for the ROE, which is return on equity for Sukuk, it gives 17.818%, which shows that if you guys wishes to invest in these instruments, you guys will have to wait for a long time, but the return will be great. That one. So just now, Mr. Koyum said that he wanted to
I get it.
invest in Sukuk, but for me, you can invest in Sukuk, but it is advisable for you to allocate your money, maybe half of it for Sukuk, half of the other Sukuk, half of the other capital for ABF Malaysian Index or equity, so that you can get both revenue at the same time. You have to wait for the Sukuk to get give return. How about you, Dato' Afiq? After the explanation, do you have any inquiries or question?
Okay. Okay. I like your presentation just now. Since I very interested in the long-term investment, I think I will diversify my capital to the three of the product that you have, but with percentage. Maybe like for equity, I will give 30% of my capital, ETF 30%, and also Sukuk 40%. My heart was attracted to invest in Sukuk because after the explanation just now, I think there is a big possibility that the Sukuk will keep growing until the end of the year. I think Sukuk is a very suitable for me since I don't care about the time, and I can also get the profit from the equity in the midterm and short term. Is it right?
Yes, you're correct. For you guys information also, according to the technical indicators for three of the instruments, luckily it shows strong buy for the equity, and it also show strong buy for the Sukuk instrument. But then regarding the ABF Malaysian Bond Index, it shows strong sell because of the index, because of the bond is very high risk, but it gave great return throughout the year. So you have to wait long. But as you guys just said, you guys didn't care about the time. You just want money, right? Okay. So I think so. I think it is suitable for both of you to diversify your capital, because as a financial analyst, I can give you financial advice on where to invest, but the decision is always on your hand. So my advice is, don't lose your money investing in something that you didn't want. So from the explanation that we have, and as well as the brief elaboration that I give just now, I hope that you guys can think wisely where to invest. Later on, you can come to me and then we can settle down our deal, and you can have a good time waiting for the great return of investment. That's all I think from me. Okay. Thank you for your time. See you guys next time.
All right. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Sobri.
Thank you, Mr. Fabri.